Hello there. Wanted to introduce myself. My name is Nick, and I'm kind of in the Naples, Fort Myers area of Southwest Florida, and I do house construction. Did a little bit of marine construction. I did some boat captain work, some boat maintenance work, that kind of thing. And I do a little bit of fishing and a little bit of the Keysy stuff, lobster, whatever. And I got a few things I wanted to start doing some YouTube videos, because we go out and we catch some cool stuff, and I got a cool little boat, and I think it would be interesting to record some of it, whether it's for my own, posterity, looking at home videos basically, or if somebody's wanting to do the same thing that we do, they can check it out or see how I did it, or if they want a boat like I got, all that kind of stuff, all the same stuff that I watch YouTube for. And in addition to all that, I've got some cancer stuff going on, which I wanted to document, and I think it would be helpful to kind of document how what I call a normal guy doing normal work, construction-y stuff, boat captain-y stuff, how I feel going through my radiation, how I feel going through my chemo. And so I got a couple of other little videos that I made. I did like a day one video for my chemo and my radiation, see how I feel, and week 1, week 2, make sure I document it so I can look back and see how I progressed or whatever. And if somebody's going through the same thing, maybe it would be helpful to see it. So, but in the meantime, I'm kind of at an area here, just a marina. I'm going to show you around a little bit. I don't have the right cameras and all that stuff yet. Maybe if this thing starts blowing up and going crazy, I can buy some fancy cameras and stuff. But anyway, this is actually in Bonita, North Naples. That's Cocohatchee Boat Ramp, Wiggins Pass area, Pelican Isle. So here's my boat. I got this 32 Calcutta. And I know if you know what a Calcutta is, it's got a particular following, like a cult style following. And if you're a Calcutta guy, you're a Calcutta guy. But this is a pretty cool boat, and I'm gonna go through it a little bit with you. I'll start right down here. So 32 feet, the beam is 11'3", real beamy for a small boat. I had this one made. This is hull number 13. Had the T-top colored. I went with white hull, just because it's easy to maintain, rather than a dark color like this. You gotta stay on that so much. My finish still looks pretty good. It's 2 years old. So I have the 96-inch Rodan on here, which for us in the Gulf works perfect. I guess if you're in the Atlantic fishing the Gulf Stream, you might need 2 of them. But I had mine outfitted with some big massive towing brackets, because every once in a while I'll dabble in the big boat world, and we're towing a boat, and so I got a big harness and if I need to tow this boat behind a 100-footer, I can. And so it's pretty sweet. So I'll show you a few things here. I got it up on a lift right now. Hang on, let me climb up here. Okay, so cool thing about a Calcutta is they got these big swim platforms, especially these 32s. The 26s have the whole back transom folds down. So this transom here folds down. It's not a full, but basically you lock this up. It's about 1.25 inch molded piece. So when we're traveling, we'll line up 3 bean bags back here, keep this up while we're moving. That way nothing falls out or whatever. If it gets rough, the waves sometimes will come up in here. But whenever I stop, I always have this down. And this is big. I would say from here to here, maybe 3 feet. That little spot might be 32 inches. It's really big. And when you're in the water, this swim platform is about, I don't know, 3-4 inches, 5 inches above the water. So when you're fishing, you got a big fish, you can just drag it up here. It's nice. And I got this little step out deal, part of the boat. I have this dive ladder with all these rod holders on it, so many times I'll be catching a fish, and I'll bring my rod tip up and over all this stuff if I got to go around the boat, and it's really nice. So I've got tons of rod holders and stuff. I think I have 47 rod holders in all, which I still find myself needing a little bit more. But so this is my boat, the Big No-No. I got the flying fish emblem on it to match the Calcutta. It's got this nice drink cooler here. Got some of my fizzies. They're still cold. This is from we went out Saturday. It's Tuesday. Nice and cold still. And you know these fizzies are no good unless they're cold. So I got a live well here. This is like a 60-something gallon live well. So this is good. We always use this for our live bait. Even when I'm not live baiting, I have this running and full. I keep my hands clean. If we catch some small fish, I'll throw them in here for bait. If we catch some grouper or some red snappers that we want to I guess upgrade, we'll throw them in here. That way we can upgrade them if we catch some bigger ones. I got a lot of storage. I mean, you could get on the website and they'll show you everything, but there's a ton of stuff in here. Here's my pump room. I got another live well in floor, which I don't think they're doing these much anymore. To be honest, I don't know if I would do that. I've never used it. Another giant storage box. Giant storage lockers. These are like 8-9 feet long, 2 feet deep. Like this, you could fit like 4 people in each side. I would guess I could carry 2,000 pounds of ice. 3-person wide helm. I got this hard I don't know what they call that, Eisen. I forget what they call that. That might be an isinglass. And then I had these wings made, which help a lot because sometimes these this style of boat, whether it's this one or another one, they might, they're, because the hull sides are not like that, like a V-bottom, they're a little more straight up and down. You catch a little more spray. I just don't like to be wet, especially in the back. So I'll have guys in bean bags back here. And I have lowers. So if it's coming in, I can put the lowers on and everything back here is nice and dry. And when it's dark out, and it's cold. You put these up, keeps the wind off you, and also it's quiet, so you can talk. Up here, you got a big giant lounger, big 2-person wide lounger, maybe 3, but armrest and whatever. And here, this is where I store all my fish. This drains into the center of the boat, overboard, so that's just gravity feeding. All the other fish boxes, all the other hatches are all insulated. They all drain. The ones in the sponses, however, they'll drain 2 ways. They'll drain into the bilge, or they pump out. So in case your pump out quits working, you can drain it into the bilge, and then you can bilge pump your stuff out. But I prefer to have my fish in there. Fresh water on one side, 2 hoses. I got raw water on another. Tons of storage. There's storage under here. Everything is insulated. I have another live well under here. This is like my pitch well. So for fishing in the Keys or doing whatever, I can have baits up here, or if guys are bottom fishing, you can have a stack of bait up here so you don't keep coming back. I usually take all my cushions and stuff off. We were doing the sandbar thing on Saturday, so I have it a little bit more designed for hanging out than fishing right at the moment. I got this under my console. It's actually very big. The wiring on this boat is just unbelievable. I have a freshwater head system on here, which seems goofy, but actually we use it all the time, especially when you have some I don't know, we'll call it medical needs. So it's nice to have that. I got this little Blackstone. We were cooking burgers and sausages out at the beach the other day. It was cool. So that's that. Let me put this up. So anyway, I just figured I'd show you around my boat a little bit. I came over here to check on it. And again, I wanted to introduce you to me, introduce me to you, because I'm going to start doing some videos, and I hate my first video to be like, hey, I'm Nick and I have cancer, and follow my journey. It's kind of cheesy. So I guess my first video is going to be, hey, I do stuff, normal stuff, and I got some issues, so check out my videos. Anyway, that's going to be it for the moment. Take it easy.